Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Motorcycle Rewind. And today we're back with our 1971 Honda CL175 that we paid $300 for. And we're going to try to make this seat look a little bit better than what it does right now. So if you've been following the series on our $300 1971 Honda CL175, it's come a long way. First off, we cleaned it. We pressure washed it like crazy. We de-rusted a bunch of it. We found shiny bits on the wheels, which in the beginning we didn't have that. We polished up the tank, painted the frame. The plan for this is just to use as much elbow grease as possible to keep the cost down. You know, I found a tire for it. We got to put a tire on the back wheel. I have that here, but trying to keep the money down as far as possible. Why? Just because I enjoy doing that. And so today we're going to turn our attention to the seat and see if we can make it look better. Guys, we're not trying to restore it. We're not going to recover it. What we will use is this vinyl adhesive that is just a big old sticker that we can put over that to make it look a little bit better. And we also have some vinyl that maybe we can stick underneath it to give it a little bit more something to stick to besides just this. So let's go ahead and pull this seat off, put it over here, and get to work on it. Okay, let's go ahead and grab this seat. Oh, let's grab this seat and let's put it on our Workmate. Now, somebody, I think in the tank video, commented on our Black & Decker Workmate, and I bought this guy at a tag sale, a yard sale, garage sale, whatever you call it. I paid $5 for it. The old guy had passed away and it was an estate sale. They were selling everything out, and this was in the shed, had a piece of plywood on top of it. So when I looked underneath it and saw it, I said, well, shoot, what do you want for that? And they said $5. Well, somebody commented on it in one of the earlier videos on this series, and they called it the Lotus Workmate. So I said, well, I'd never heard of that, so let me look it up. When come to find out, the guy, Ron Hickman, who created the Workmate, also was a designer for Lotus. So that's how it is. And this one is actually a Type 2. I did go down a rabbit hole and it got pretty deep. There is an entire website devoted to these Workmates. They're called H-frame. This is aluminum. And the guy, God bless him, that went knee deep into all of this stuff. And so this one is a Type 2. It was made between 1975 and 1977. And this guy is still kicking around, man. It still works great. Everything on it works great. I don't have the little things on it. It's been painted. It's been used. Maybe that now that I know that it's the age that it is, maybe we'll redo it. Let me know down below if you guys want to, if you're interested in a Workmate restoration video. Clean it, sand it, get all the rust. This is from tank rust dripping on it. Let me know if you'd be interested in it. If so, I'd be more than happy to clean it up, make it last another 50 years. That would be awesome. But enough Workmate business. And if you want to go down the rabbit hole, it's a deep one, so enjoy yourself. But let's get into taking care of this seat. Guys, basically the only tools I'm going to use are some Lysol to clean it. I've got to clean it really good. And then after I clean it, I'm going to heat gun it just to make all of this softer, so hopefully it'll lay down. Make that a little softer, and then some scissors to cut the stuff. So let's get to work. So just going to spray it pretty liberally so I can clean it off. I'm going to wipe it off really good. Okay, so we got it cleaned. And now I'm just going to make sure it's dry and use the heat gun to soften it up too. So this stuff like this will start to lay down. I'm going to make it a little less brittle. Guys, I am not an expert at this. I know a lot of people just use some duct tape on it, and you can do that. I like using this vinyl adhesive because it just looks better. Now, I've had other videos to where I sewed the seat. Again, it didn't look like this. And I am still looking to replace this seat with the correct seat. So this is just something that gets you back on the road while you're looking for another one. I want to get this nice and soft too on the edges because I want to use that other vinyl to stick underneath it, to put underneath it. So I've got like an underlayment to stick that vinyl to. I don't really need it so much up here. But we're going to pretty much cover the entire center section of this seat. And it's already laying down, going back to its home. Go to your home. So this is what we have that you can choose from. This is the vinyl. I think they call it leather repair patch kit. 25 by 50 inches, $18, $19. It's super affordable for what we're doing. Okay, this is the vinyl fabric that I have. This is pretty thick compared to the adhesive. And I'm going to use it just to stick in underneath here. I'm going to load it underneath this fabric, underneath the seat cover, so that when I put the vinyl on top of it, it's a little bit better. I've got something to stick to on both sides, so should work a little bit better. Okay, now I'm just going to stick this underneath. I'm going to use the chopstick. You may have to keep reheating it because as this cools, it gets a little stiff again. Let me heat it up some more, just so I don't rip it. Definitely makes it a little easier. Makes it a little more pliable. Again, guys, I am not an expert at this. I'm just a guy in his garage and just trying to do what I can to make these things look a little better. Salvage them, if you will. And this is not a restoration by all means. This is just a, hey, let's put a seat on it so I don't have to sit on the foam. Still looking for a CL175 seat. Now, if this was just a small hole, like if the only hole on this seat was like one of these, I would stick this fabric underneath there and then sew that so that I wouldn't have to worry about it. There, that looks better already. But now we're going to start with the vinyl adhesive. Okay, so the first one, actually let me heat that up a little bit. Just so that this will lay down. Here we go, undo it. Just gonna stick it right here. Down, sticking it, pulling it kind of tight. And stick that down right there, so that'll hold. I'm going to come back and we'll clean up the edges. If I have any over, we'll clean up the edges with a razor blade, just to make it stick a little bit better. There we go. That's the first one. Make sure it's good, and now we're going to go to the next one right there. We're going to overlap this and then go there. So I have me another section. I'm going to overlap it here so that I get more of that ribbed effect, and then I'm going to keep going that way it's nice and strong. So let me heat it up, and we'll use a razor blade to clean up the excess, anything that goes over. straighter. I flipped it over just so this line would be straighter. Nice and tight. Just trying to make sure I'm going to come back and clean up this edge right here, right underneath that, whatever that cord is, whatever that's called. I'm going to clean that up. Same thing on both sides. Now we're going to go one more. This one is going to go underneath. Okay. Guys, already this is looking better. It's, again, I know that this is no substitute for a new cover or the correct seat or another seat. But it's something that'll make this thing look a whole lot better than seeing all the foam and all of this sticking out as we get through it. So I'm gonna keep going through it. We're gonna put another one right here, right underneath here. We're gonna pull it, try to pull it underneath and then pull the liner out as we go. So if we can get from here, there, and then that's pretty good. Okay, so I got the fabric under the strap, and the reason why I'm going around the strap because the bolts are probably going to break off. It is so they're so rusty, and I'm just not dealing with it. So we're just going to do this, so I don't have to deal with broken. So let me see if I can get this guy out some way. Just folding it back. I should be able to get that out from the other side. Now I'm just going to pull this way. Nice and tight. Come on. Stick it in the middle. There we go. Nice and tight. Again, we'll clean up that edge right there. That is looking better already. We'll get the rest of this off. If I can get that. Just pull it back so I can get the backing off. Yep. And yep. Okay, good. And then now, let me just heat this up a bit. Pulling from the center, and then I'll pull it around. Good. Getting better. Almost there. One more piece. So here you go. Our seat with the vinyl adhesive only cost us about, well, I already had this stuff, but if I add it to it, it's another $18, $20, let's say $20, so we're up to $370, $390 if I add it, but I'm not gonna add it because I already had it. So I didn't have to spend any money. Let's see what it looks like on the bike. Look how good it came out. Remember what it looked like before? And this is what it looks like now. Guys, I found the right seat. A friend of mine had it, we traded for it. So this is the correct CL175 seat. So it looks way better. Although this one is usable. I could definitely use this one now, but why use that one when I've got this one? Not too bad, not too bad. We were able to find the correct seat. Haven't done anything to this, haven't even cleaned it. It's got some smudgies on it, but it's way better. This one doesn't have a single hole in it. Well, maybe it's got this one right here, but it's not bad. Not bad at all. And it is the correct seat because we don't have the big gap right here. So pretty awesome. Yeah, guys, I knew I had the seat already, but I had mentioned I was going to repair the seat and make it usable, so that's why I did it. And that's why I just went ahead and did this anyway, even though we have that. But that one is way better. Way better. Although, let's be clear, this is something that could get you by. I'm 6 feet away. That looks pretty good. But I'll show you, this is the big problem with this seat. Well, it's a big problem. It's because I got it stuck and I can't. Oh, it's stuck on the wrong thing. This is the problem with this seat. Although, guys, we're about 6 feet away and it looks good, right? Usable. You get closer, it's going to look worse. But this is the gap that we have a problem with, that I have a problem with. So let's put the correct seat back on it. That makes a difference. That makes a difference. Although that seat over there, still usable, but this one, way better. So our $300 Honda CL175 is looking more and more correct every time we do something to it. So I love it. $20 in arts and crafts and a $50 mess down there. But that's awesome. This guy looks really good. And you guys remember what this sucker looked like when we got it, right? And look at it right now. And we're about, I guess it's right at maybe 2 weeks, not quite 2 weeks, or maybe just a little over 2 weeks since we got it. And I haven't been thrashing on this thing. It's here or there in between doing it, but this thing looks really good. It's coming a long way. Side covers, to make it correct, I still need to source a tail light. I may have something upstairs I can use. I haven't even looked into that. Heat shields would be great. Side covers would be perfect. And then we're amazing. It's like a full-on restoration. Not a restoration. Just making a rider that you don't mind getting on and you're not going to catch diseases for being on it. Sucker looks good. I love it. So guys, if you're enjoying this series of the $300 1971 Honda CL175, go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. And we're almost done. There's not a lot left to do. We got some prettying up things to do on it. Again, I've got to paint this, the top triple tree and the clamps, got to paint that. Polish out more of this stuff here, maybe de-rust some of these to make it look a little bit better. Tail light, tire, coil, ride. That's pretty much what we're at. And then we'll figure out what to do with it next. So guys, as always, I want to thank you for watching yet another episode of Motorcycle Rewind. And do me a favor, like, tag, share, and follow us on Instagram at Motorcycle Rewind. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thanks again, guys, and have a great day. It's amazing what the correct seat will do for a motorcycle. So much better.